Georgia Southern Athletics here with head coach Jeff Monken. The Eagles have wrapped up the Blue-White spring game, MASH unit, whatever you want to call it this weekend. 2 more practices next week. But Coach, how did you feel about your squad getting out there and running real plays, live action?
This is the 3rd time we've had an opportunity to do that this spring, and I think that's been, those opportunities have been positive for us. It's more a game-like atmosphere, and anytime we can do that and simulate a game, I think that helps our guys. It certainly gives us a better chance to evaluate them.
A lot of youngsters out there, a lot of players who maybe haven't gotten a lot of reps. How does this help them, and how does it help you as a coaching staff as you move toward the fall?
We're going to have to count on a lot of the guys that got reps this spring. There's a lot of guys that got a lot of reps that we weren't necessarily counting on, but hopefully they've improved enough that maybe they can find their way into the mix, or if we have injury problems in the fall, they're guys we can call on.
Coach, you went with a different scoring system today, kind of give a little bit of benefit to the defense, but certainly defense rolled out to a quick scores, but then the offense came right back. What were some of the strategies that went into it, and did you go on both sides? Did you make any calls on both sides?
No, I really just wanted to know what the call was, and I stood on the field because I like to be out there to make corrections, mostly about effort and technique and fundamentals, and let the coaches call the game, and it was a fun way to score the game, and I would have liked to have seen more touchdowns, more natural scoring opportunities than we had. But I was glad to see the defense make some stops, and there just wasn't enough on either side, big plays on either side, and we're going to need to get some of those on both sides of the ball if we're going to have a good football team.
One of the things that we've talked about almost all spring, though, is not being able to do some of things, not being able to do some of those things, not being able to get into the rhythm probably has a lot to do with the injuries, and some of that's going to take care of itself as these guys get ready to heal. What are some of the things that they can do getting ready for the 29 practices in the fall?
Oh, just number one, get healthy, and they know that. We got a great training staff. Brandy Klaus and her staff, they do a terrific job. They'll give those guys treatments and get them nursed back to health. Coach Melton will take them this summer and really work them hard and get them in great condition. I expect our team will be in great condition when we start in August. So I'm looking forward to getting through the summer and getting back out here.
One of the things you also talked about is having to go a little bit more out of the shotgun. What were some of the reasons that you had to make those adjustments to get through the spring?
Just, I think, more so from an injury standpoint than anything. Just only having 2 quarterbacks, being down to 1 B-back at some points during the spring. We practiced this past Tuesday with only 2 offensive guards. You take a pounding because that's our offense. We want to run the ball and knock people off the ball and play a real physical style offense. And it doesn't mean when we get in the gun it's not going to be, but the backs don't take the shots and the quarterbacks aren't up there in the line of scrimmage like they are in the under center stuff, and just easier for us to protect them.
Well, Coach, thanks for spending some time with Georgia Southern Athletics. A lot of fun today with the Eric Russell movie here. A great crowd to watch the Eagles, and we know they'll be back ready for us on August 31st.
We're looking forward to that.